Let's see if he picks up the phone. Good morning. Is this Mr. Sunshine? How you doing, sir?
I'm doing good, man. I found your fucking
That's what I was calling about. I heard you found my butt plug. I left it in your
yeah,
AirBNB.
man. Somebody fucking did a hook shot, threw it up on top of my goddamn armoire, and my guest found it.
All right.
And
So
what
there's
the fuck up with that?
there's an easy way we can resolve this. There really is. I will return your sister's panties and a return shipping label, right? And you send me back the butt plug.
Get the fuck out of here!
It's an even swap
thing, man. Let me tell you something. That bitch is buried so deep into my trash. My biggest fear is that motherfucker is gonna roll out of the garbage truck into the front of my house, and my fucking dogs will be running around with them.
Hold on, did you touch it?
Hanging out of their fucking mouth, balls and all.
Did you touch it?
I've had it, man. I'm at the end of my fucking rope. I'm ready to go buy it.
Oh, I lost them. Yes.
That fucking thing gave me hope for a few minutes.
What gave you hope?
I saw that fucking dildo, and I was like, Jesus Christ, man! A woman paid for that.
And then you realize that how much more you can give the female population of the world.
Exactly. I was feeling good for a minute until, one of my subscribers said that's due to the size of that was probably a man using it. I was like, what? Probably.
Yeah, I know. It's the perfect fit. Listen, there's no shame in my game. It's the perfect fit, Mr. Sunshine.
Bro. You're fucking bringing up my breakfast, and I haven't even had any.
You haven't had breakfast? Oh, we had a great breakfast this morning. And I'm not usually a breakfast person unless I'm on vacation. Hence, I'm on vacation, so I had breakfast. I had a stack of pancakes with butter.
Did you have sausage? Son of a bitch.
No, I had
I'm recording you too, man. I'm in the middle of a live recording.
As you should. And you are going to be on my podcast.
Great. Yeah, I'm a little fucking dismayed, man, with everything that's going on in my life right now. I'm like, this 2026 has been very tough so far.
Why? What's wrong?
I'm just getting, the first month of the new year, you get hit with lots and lots of bills, insurance. It's just a motherfucker, man. I'm bleeding money. I got this Airbnb. I got dumb fucking people who can't find their way into the goddamn thing. I got to make a video so they know how to get in the place.
You should do that. You should create like a little map, right? Like X marks the spot, like a treasure hunt. Treasure, and you know what?
Well, I
the
thought
landfill that you call home, it's hard to get lost.
Yeah, treasure hunt. Let's see what's behind this fucking book. Oh, another dildo. What the fuck, man? I was like, oh, the fucking Easter Bunny's been here, Now they put fucking dildos out. It's fucking crazy. It's just, this woman, I think she was testing me. Like, when she drove in my driveway to tell me, she said, hey, I found something in there up on top of that armoire. And I'm like, well, what the fuck were you doing up there? But anyways.
Maybe it was hers.
Well, that's what she said. She said, I don't want you thinking it was mine.
How was she tall?
No, she was standing on a stool, man.
Well, I saw that little bench you have at the front, the head of the, or at the foot of the bed.
At the end of the foot of the bed. Yeah. So, anyways, I got to call the cleaning people and ask them, because I had a deep clean on that thing right the day she came, and I'm going to call them up and say, I don't speak Portuguese. They're from Brazil, but how the fuck do I'm going to sit there and translate it into my phone. Did
I,
you see a
I had
dildo?
to I had to get out of the hot tub because a young girl came in, and
Yeah,
I had to move. All
especially
good.
for Republicans. Uh,
Oh my God, I had a fight with a Karen the other day.
did you?
Yeah, she took my seat. Well, I took one of my
She
chairs.
got up before you?
What? Oh, no, no, no,
She
no, no.
she made it out there before you?
No, no, no. This is a different story. Different story.
What
Different
happened?
story. Well, it was the other day, and we're sitting here by the pool, and there's an empty chair at the end of the row, and she this one woman brings, I guess, her Karen friend over and sits down in one of the chairs that my family has here, right? And I was like, and she starts putting down the umbrella. I was like, yo, what are you doing? It's my family's chair. We have these chairs right here. Oh my God, there's a
Yeah,
cockfight here. Look, there's a
reserved.
bunch of cocks running after each other. And don't chase away the cocks. Cocks. Chasing the cocks. We got the rooster. Say hi. Hi.
Who's that?
Sorrel.
Which one of your fucking offspring was that?
He's they make a mess. I know. They shit everywhere. I know.
Pick
And
up some of that chicken shit. Hey, take some of that shit back. Yeah, I don't know if you'll have a tough time getting it through customs, but it really does work good to make your hair grow. So if you could send me some of that.
Hold on. I got to finish telling the rest of the
Chicken
story because I did not speak of the story yet. So I'm sitting down. I see this woman taking down the umbrella. I'm like, yo, like, excuse me, that's my family member sitting there. And she goes, oh, okay, I'm sorry, right? And she continues to sit down in a chair. And I'm looking at her, I'm like, what the fuck's going on with this crazy woman, right? So a few minutes later, she gets up, and I said, you could take the, because they have these the chair covers. So I was like, you take the chair cover with you that you soiled, right? And in a nice way. My son's sitting here, he vouches for me, right? And she goes, no, I didn't sit on your chair. I was like, what are you talking about? You've been laying down on the chair for the past few minutes. I was like, take the soiled chair cover off. And then she gets all nasty with me. I was like, ma'am, the only thing here for you to say is, I'm sorry, I apologize. Instead, you want to be a woke fucking Karen bitch. Get the fuck out of here.
Wow.
Right?
How do we get to woke, man?
Because you could tell, because just these nasty fucking Karen bitches, they're all woke. Like that one in Minnesota, Minneapolis last week.
Come on, don't
she
go there, man.
no. She fucked around and she found out. If you want to drive, if you want driving into the police, just like pointing a gun at them. She fucked around and she found out. Just saying.
I say an eye for an eye.
An eye for an
Take
eye.
one of ours, we're gonna get one of you motherfuckers. That's all I got to say.
You know what? Maybe one day you will understand. You will understand that our current commander-in-chief and our president is the motherfucking man.
Wow.
You know it's true. One day you'll understand and realize that our commander-in-chief is the motherfucking man.
Fucking menace.
A menace?
Listen. This is what I think about Donald Trump.
I hope
you catch that?
Baby wipes are not flushable. Just saying, because I know you just soiled yourself.
No, man, I didn't soil. I'm a fucking seasoned spotter, and I'm glad I could send that to the fucking Caribbean. Did you hear today? Donald, every day he gets up and he threatens another country. Did you hear what he's going to do now?
Is it Iran or...
No,
Greenland?
Donald Trump, he woke up this morning and said he's going to attack the U.S. Virgin Islands and take them.
we already have those, buddy.
No fucking shit. That's my point. And then he said, when we're done there, we're going to go to Puerto Rico, too.
You're watching too much CNN. I'm sorry. Come on.
I don't watch CNN. I can't get anything on my television.
Oh, the rabbit ears don't work anymore, right?
I don't have rabbit ears. I have Verizon Fios.
It's 2026. You have Verizon Fios? Really?
Yeah, man. Yeah, so I gotta stream everything, man. I can't fucking watch TV without, it's like a jukebox. I gotta put fucking money in to get something.
Listen, you said you're live streaming right now, right?
No, I'm not live streaming.
Oh, but you're recording.
I am recording.
Okay.
Yeah, I was doing a little morning because I got ripped off.
Hold on? Can I bring up an email that came in the middle of the night from an older woman in Chicago who needs a helping hand? Maybe between our two channels, we can make this happen.
Go for it, man.
Okay.
But
So
you need
this,
a dildo? I got one. I
know.
can take it out
So
of the trash.
this morning at 3:10 Eastern time in the AM, right? I get an email on my Pipes for Free website. You know, that's the nonprofit website that I run and the service that we run. This guy named Samuel. He's in Chicago, and this guy's he's struggling. He's got his own debt and his own problems, right? But his neighbor, right, came to him about a week ago, and that there's a sag in her ceiling. So, and apparently it's coming from his bathroom, right? I assume it's some kind of a condo or a multi-family home situation, right? Yeah. But apparently he's in the apartment above and she's down below. And the guy hired a plumber to take a look. He cut a hole in the ceiling of the neighbor's, the neighbor's ceiling to take a look. And they did some water tests, and they found out that there's a gasket on the trip lever waste assembly on his tub is leaking. Right, and the plumber quoted $322 to change it, and he can't afford it. He goes, I have $365 in my account that I need in order to get to work and back home. But this is affecting me and my elderly neighbor, and there's nothing I can do, so I feel lost and hopeless. I have tried literally everything, and I can't take out a loan or payday cash advance. I can't do anything at this point. It's really affecting my mental health. And he sends me this picture, which I have right there, and I can text it to you if you like, which is the tub waste leak thing underneath.
Are they Phillips head or regular head screws?
They're flat heads.
All right, so, and there's two of them.
No, I have no idea. I was just guessing at that. He sent me a picture of the waste piping underneath, the trip lever assembly underneath. So the trip lever assembly is leaking, underneath the waste, the shoe. The shoe, whatever's exactly. So.
Tell them to tighten the fucking screws up. Buy him a
listen, I hear. Well, you see, that's not the right answer. Come on, Mr. Sunshine. The guy's reaching out. The guy needs a helping hand. So I'm wondering. I'm wondering if maybe I'm not going to ask you directly because I know you're in a bind. But how about we pay for this? We split it. This $322 bill that this guy's got. Right?
Fuck out of here. Come on.
Oh man. Okay, I thought I'd ask. Maybe.
Fuck out of here, man. Are you kidding me?
No, I'm dead serious.
Look at the motherfuckers who call you up for that shit, a bunch of crackheads who ran out of fucking money.
Here's the email. It's legit.
Who cares? You guys got actually went to the
let me tell you something, and that's where you need to learn how to give what you don't have. When you learn to give what you don't have, you will have abundance, and you'll have more than what God thinks you can handle.
Bro, that's my problem. I got way more than one fucking man deserves or needs. That's my biggest issue.
But you're right. But today's the 13th of January, and you're already complaining that you're strapped and it's hard. Bills the first of the month.
No, I mean the money's not a big issue. I mean it does. Everything's going up. Not fun. But I can tell you that my biggest issue is to just sheer abundance of shit I have surrounded myself with.
Is there anything I can help you with?
No.
Sure?
No. I'm a one man, I'm a lone wolf, and I handle my business. I do bitch a lot along the way, but that gets me through the day.
I know. That and buddies.
Hang on for me.
Go get your coffee. Go get your coffee.
Hey, is that your wife in the background?
Yes.
Tell her I said hello.
Jennifer? John Phillips from John Phillips Plumbing in Sarasota, Florida says hello. She says hello. And there's Connor from Connor Dye from D&D Sales and Service.
That's right.
Mikey, tell your wife, she ever gets sick of hearing you talking about your fucking girlfriend from high school.
Yeah?
She
she don't know about that. She don't know about that. Stop.
I had a Jewish girlfriend when I was a kid, and I liked them women, man. I just love Jewish women, and they love me, man. You're still there, or you
you
fall
live
off?
streaming?
I'm listening. No, that is Air Force None, by the way. Hi, Air Force None.
Hello.
This is John Phillips from John Phillips Plumbing in Sarasota, Florida.
Oh,
AKA Mr.
Sarasota.
Sunshine.
Nice. Yeah, there's a lot of sunshine over
There's a
there.
lot of sunshine in Florida.
Hey, did you guys show up? Did you ask him if he's the one who threw the fucking dildo up on
Hold
top
on.
of my God?
John wants to know if you put the dildo in the top of his Airbnb dresser drawer.
No, I put it in the bottom.
You put it in the
I
bottom
hid it
drawer.
in the Bible form.
In the Bible.
So when the
New
lady
Testament,
told me
not the
that
Old
she found that, I told her, "Oh, I'm going to have to add that to my amenities list." Shit that I provide, you know.
With a bottle, you know what? With a bottle of hand sanitizer lotion and a KY. No,
There you go, man.
No. The KY is for old people. You need Astro
Dangerous
Glide.
mix-up right there.
So I thought it was bad enough that,
Hold on.
you know,
I want to listen to him. You want?
Saying.
Oh, I want to collaborate with Air Force None here.
Yeah.
Put it in your ear. Hold on. John, you still there?
yeah, I'm still here, man.
You hear
I
him?
can hear him now.
Okay, so now we have Air Force None, Johnny Pipes. Yeah, okay. He wishes he was Johnny Pipes. We have John Phillips and Mikey fucking
Sarasota
Pipes. Sarasota Pipes. All right.
Yeah.
So tell us what you're gonna
Tell
do about this butt plug that you found. Oh, you said
I
you
already threw it out, man.
threw
I
it
was
out.
like, hey,
Oh man, you said it was gonna add it as an amenity kit.
I was like, what do I fucking do? Call a fucking, like, when you have a rat in your house?
Hazmat. You gotta call it
Pest control?
hazmat. You don't know where that butt plug's been.
Oh, I was gonna call it dildo control fucking hotline. I found a fucking dildo in my house. Can somebody come over here and get this fucking thing out of here?
You know, it's curious why he has that hotline number already.
Yeah, what
I
is
mean,
it?
I was gonna
What's the phone number?
I was gonna use a pair of fucking tongs to put
One
that
one four zero
motherfucker
seven.
in the
Fuck me in the
garbage.
ass. That's his phone number. 1407, not 147 W Disney. No, 147.
Hey, you don't keep
Yes.
giving out no
1-800
phone numbers on
No collect calls.
Oh, no collect call. You have a collect call from Johnny Phillips, an inmate at the Orange County Correctional Facility, wanted for
Yeah.
dildo abuse.
Fucking crazy, man. I'm over it, bro. I'm fucking over it. Then
Was
I
this at
got
a
this
hotel?
boombox.
No, he has this like a 2-family house on his property in Sarasota. So he rents out one of the smaller, like the guest
Like
house.
an Airbnb.
Like, it's what he does, Airbnbs it.
Okay.
But the problem is, it's so like 1980s, like, and there's holes in the wall and shit, like cocky on the floor. Like, he's got to update it, and the grounds are not well
Well,
maintained.
listen, you know, you
There,
get,
there's
you get-
there's trannies in the driveway, the rotors, plates like all over the place.
That's what I'm saying.
Like
you know,
people,
you get what you give. If you're
Yes.
gonna give
You
people
pretty
the
much
option
summed
to-
it up. Thanks, man. I
Stay in the
appreciate it. I'm
ship,
going
or-
to use you in my advertising.
so let me ask you a question. Like, how may I help? I would love to help you. You know, I told you I will send I'll send the landscaper to your home. I'll you know what, if you
Well,
like,
I'm at that point. Listen, I'm at the point in my life. that I'm-
reverse mortgage.
Reverse
Yeah,
mortgage.
you know, I always want.
I don't need
You
money.
could be my first client. I'll
Listen.
reverse mortgage your house for you. I'll give you a lump
Yeah.
sum of cash, and you live off that. And then I take the house from you like in 15 years when and I put you in a state-run facility.
No, I know all about reverse mortgages. That's why I built that guest house for my mom. She was ready to sign up for a reverse mortgage, and within 2 years, she's paying interest on interest on interest, compounded fucking daily.
Yeah,
And
modernization.
Within 3 weeks, they own your fucking house, and they're just praying for you to die, so they can come take it. So I built that house over there for her for $42,000. She sold the house she was in, a 5-bedroom, big ass house on a 3/4 of an acre of land.
Thank you.
And that's just another scam. Reverse mortgages. They rip people off.
I mean,
It's predatory lending. It's like buy here, pay here.
It's a scam that some
Absolutely.
people need. You know, it's if you need it that bad,
It
you're gonna
worked
take
for
it.
some people, I guess, but I just sell my shit if I need money. I sell this fucking house, dude. I got a ton of equity. I don't
Yeah, but
owe
if,
anything on
you
that.
have that option. You know, there's people.
You have
out
that
there
option. Unfortunately, there are people that
are in that
aren't.
situation.
Imagine you didn't have a profession and you weren't a master plumber licensed in the state of Florida. You know, where you could generate some side hustle money to supplement your SSI and your disability and your veterans pension. Right? Think about it.
Yeah,
And by the way,
yeah, yeah.
I'm
I
gonna get
don't
to it.
get
Have
a pension. You don't know anything about the military. I didn't retire from the military.
Oh, you got dishonorably discharged. I'm sorry. Like Air Force
It
None.
must have been the same
Like
joke.
Air
I
Force.
got a fucking honorable. I got my DD 213, brother,
Oh.
with a fucking honorable.
So where's your
discharge.
pension?
You don't get a pension unless you fucking retire. You got to do 25 years or 20 years.
20 years.
20
The
years.
fuck, it's
That's,
like
the,
a
old, that's, the,
job.
old, that's the old pension.
Okay, between your SSI and your disability and your Airbnb, you know, you're killing it, bro. Like I would love to like.
Dude, I'm fine, man. But all I'm telling you is I'm just overwhelmed with shit to do for one person. I'm ready to throw in the fucking towel. Ready to keep my truck, downsize, do garbage disposals, faucet replacements, water heaters. You can make $1,000 a day.
You could
easy.
you could be a shit slinger. You know, snake out people's toilet bowls.
I'll do that too, man. I ain't above fucking reaching down in there and
Water
choking
closet
people.
auger. Yeah. Toilet stoppage with water closet auger. Flat rate price $492.77 plus tax.
Wow.
Yeah.
I could never do that to somebody, man.
Well,
Being
see,
in the house for fucking 15 minutes.
that's okay. Yeah, listen, yes, you could never do something like that because you have zero. You don't have your the cost of you doing business and your overhead wouldn't justify that kind of price, right? But instead of charging $50 to snake out someone's toilet, right? You're appreciating your true value. If you charge $115 to snake out a toilet, you know, and come walk in the house like a professional in a clean and pressed shirt, and you know, put the booties on. I know you're an older guy, but listen, if you take a moment, you know, build values, like you show respect and care, concern for the client's property. Yeah, there'll be no problem paying you $115 to snake out a toilet. And guess what?
As you're bending them over the fucking counter and shaking them down.
Okay, if you think
fucking
115,
belly
you
and
think if
fucking-
you think 115 is shaking them down and bending them over the copper, it's cheap. All right, it's cheap.
Well, that's what I do it for. I get
Oh,
175. Listen, stop talking for me.
Okay, stop. Shh. Be quiet, Connor.
Listen,
Shut
I
the fuck-
fucking my 1 hour minimum service charge is 1 hour at $125 plus a $50 trip charge. It's $175 for me to come out and auger a toilet. If I'm there and it's a good customer of mine, I usually knock off the trip charge. So
What's
I'm
the trip
getting
charge?
$125, huh?
$50 trip charge. Well, if you
So
only
I get $125 for the service call, and if I had to travel, sometimes I'll only take $25 off, or sometimes if I had to go, you know, a pretty good distance and they're a new customer, I fucking charge them, you know, what I should get, and it's still cheaper than anybody else. But I can make $1,000 a day easy, huh?
you say you can make $1,000, but are you are two different things.
Well, dude, I only work 3 hours a fucking day. I'm
Yeah.
not like you up at
Yes or
4 in the
no?
morning.
So is that a
and
yes
going-
or is that a no?
Is what a yes or no?
Are you making $1,000 a day? Are you billing out $1,000 a day?
When I put a water heater in, I'm making big money, man.
Okay, you're still not answering the question. Right.
You're
Unless
beating
you're
around the bush.
consistently billing out $1,000 a day, right? You're going to continue to have struggles with everything, with the Airbnb, because you can't afford to have nice landscaping done, and you know, maybe have the newspaper brought in, you know, when you have a guest there, and your reviews will reflect that, and then you can raise your price up, and then you maybe you can rent out the whole house and live like in a nice beachside condo.
So let me just tell you something. I know you paint this picture of, you know, fucking Detroit of my life.
But no, you said that.
Sarasota can't be that bad.
No, it's Sarasota. Exactly, Sarasota can't be that bad. And I've actually I've been there. And you don't live
I
near
just
the
got
airport.
another.
If you
I
live
just
near
got
the
another
airport,
thing from, this guy never shuts the fuck up.
no,
Hey.
I don't like Donald Trump.
It's a specialty.
That's my specialty.
Listen, yeah, I know.
I have the gift of gab with my
You got
cum catcher.
diarrhea in the fucking mouth. Hang on for a minute. Oops, are you still there?
I'm here.
All right. Anyways, I just got hit with Airbnb. Just sent me another thing. They're sending me a gift, man. I'm a fucking super host again. I've been a super host since the day I started.
Yet you're
My
complaining about not making any
Airbnb.
money.
What are you talking about? I'm not making
You
any
just said
money.
beginning of the month. Oh, it's the struggles. 2026 not so good so far.
It's
All the
not
bills.
that I can't pay
You
it.
just
It's
say
that it's a pain.
We all,
I mean, it's
John. we all have the same expenses at the beginning of every single month. Some have more, some have less, but it's all the same struggles. Everyone. It's not really a struggle, but it's not a struggle if you prepared for that. Right, so it wouldn't be no drama. You'd be like, Mikey, you know, it's the 13th of January. I fucking loving it.
appreciate
I
you.
love life. You know, be more positive, be more uplifting. Stop being so negative. When you wake up in the morning, like, God has blessed me with another day. You know, who can I help today? Instead of like, you know, that fucking dildo on the top of my Airbnb fucking dresser drawer cabinet. I'm just saying,
What the fuck?
yeah.
What the fuck is this?
It's a white one, small
Bro,
one.
I
It'll fit
appreciate
right up your
you.
keister easily.
Oh, it's fine.
Listen, I appreciate you
Fine.
reaching out
Okay.
and trying to fix my fucking life.
I'm not trying to fix anything. I'm just trying to give you some insight where, you know, the grass, you know, tomorrow may be raining, and if it is, prepare for it. Or it may be like you may need some extra sunblock and like walk around an umbrella because the sun is so strong. Or it could be a perfect pleasant spring day.
I got a good nest egg, man. Listen, I got a bald spot on this side of my fucking... This is the shit that I'm dealing with, man. I got a bald spot on the fucking right side of my head. The hair's not coming in over here. On this side, it's coming in. I've had issues, man. I have my health issues. I ain't trying... You know, I'm beyond all of that. And I'm in a good place. I'm in a lot better place than most people, Mike. I mean, I live in a beautiful fucking state, and my property is beautiful.
Thank God.
As bad as you make it sound, it's really not that bad. It's one of the nicer houses on my street. And
your neighbor across the street looks a little nice. So listen, you have the public library in a little box in front of your house. You know, I'm just saying, and it looks like it was built in 1932.
what, my house?
No, the little box, the little library box in front of your house. Come on, like you need a little update. I think that with like between $15,000 to $30,000, a nice exterior facelift would bring in a substantial amount of more money and revenue for you. You know, for your Airbnb venture, and I think that if you were able to rent out your main house, you and the dogs, Gus and the other dog's name, I forgot the other dog's name. You guys can like you know, maybe downsize a little bit, where you know, just like, and then you have less to worry about. And then you'll have two incomes coming in from two different. Maybe rent out the main house and bring in, you know, $3,000 a month in the main house, and then the other one, you know, Airbnb, whatever that brings you in, $1,000, $15,000, $2,000 a month, and then you go.
Listen,
I don't got.
Dude, stop with the fucking financial advice. You run your race. I'm running mine. I'm in a good spot, and I'm fine, man. Just have a fucking. Do you have a Grey Goose in your hand right now?
Now I do.
Now you do?
Now I had it down on the little chair next to the pool where I'm at, which is, you know, right there.
Right. What the fuck time is it, man?
Oh,
5 o'clock somewhere?
No, it's 11. It's 11:15.
Really?
Yeah,
You're
it's an hour.
ahead
An
of
hour
us,
ahead.
huh?
Yeah.
You think it's a little fast.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Real?
Be
Sure?
careful.
No, Timu.
Timu. Keep your fucking eyes up in the, you know, Donnie's got the military coming in on you guys.
By the way,
he's gonna rain down on you.
Do you want me to show you that the chairs that we stole this morning at 3:15? So there's people who came down here at 4:25 in the morning, couldn't get. 3:15 in the morning. They came down here at 4:25 and they were mad, like, oh, these motherfuckers.
Chair Ward.
Chair Wars,
St.
exactly. That's
Where
tomorrow.
are you, man? What's the name
St.
of that
Thomas.
island you're on?
St. Thomas. St. Thomas.
St. Thomas, okay. Yeah, Chair Wars. This is just fucking too much, man. It's not a vacation.
And you know what the
You're
joke's
gonna need a fucking
listen,
vacation. You're gonna
Johnny.
need a vacation after your vacation.
I know, but here's
I even told, you know, I told the guys yesterday on my channel, I said, you know, I'm thinking about forming a GoFundMe for Mikey for rehab. Send you away, let you dry out. You know, when your cerebral fluid is like 14% alcohol, it's not good, Mikey.
It'd be a great day.
That's a good day.
It's a good day in America. It's a good day in America. And thank God Donald Trump's our president. And thank God Venezuela is going to be the 51st state. Greenland's going to be the 52nd state. And we are on our road to world domination. We already dominate the world. The Chinese are scared of us. The Russians are scared of us. We own the whole northern hemisphere on this
I'll tell
side.
you who else is scared of fucking Donald Trump. the Republicans. They're rebelling against him.
No, they're not. I don't know.
This ain't going to end
Yeah,
well. for
you're
him, bro.
watching too.
And
Stop
I'll just tell
watching.
you, Mikey, as smart as you are and you got everything figured out,
I have nothing figured
you
out.
will see in due time that I was 100% correct on everything I've said about Donald Trump. His people, when they realize that
Oh, let me guess. When he's not in office
going
anymore, they're
out
going
on
to try to
that
arrest
boy.
him again and indict him and then
Come
find him
on.
guilty and not. Come on.
No.
They
He's ready to
weaponized.
die, bro.
They weaponized the judicial system, right?
And you don't think
As they
that's
see
what he's
fit.
doing right now?
And is it working?
Hey, let's not do this. I gotta go, man.
Okay, go make some
My
money.
fucking ass is getting cold sitting on this metal fucking chair.
Your quota today. We're gonna start small. Your quota today is you need to bill out $700.
Bill out 700. That's
Bill-
fucking easy, man.
Okay, go do it. With no, I'm sorry, a net profit of $700. Sorry.
Yeah, I can do that with my fucking eyes
Okay,
closed.
we'll reconvene tomorrow when I'm on the boat. We're going on a private charter tomorrow, on a nice like
Nice.
48-foot like Sea Ray.
Do you know how to fish, man?
No, I never taught me.
It's easy.
You know, if you want to like, show me, teach, an old dog new tricks, I'll be more than welcome to let a geezer like you teach me.
I'm not interested in that, man. Teaching
Oh.
Mikey Pipes
I thought you were a
how to
member of
put a fucking
NAMBLA.
worm on a goddamn hook. Come on, man. You're way past that.
I am.
You need
All right.
fucking help. If you haven't been fishing at
I'd be
how old are you now?
sinking hooks and other big fish. It's
Yeah.
all right. You don't have to go out in the ocean.
Yeah.
Take a class. Go. I think Donald
Take a
Trump's Trump University offers a fishing class too. He's a fucking pro, the best, the biggest. Anyways,
best.
Mike, it was a pleasure talking
Always
to
a
you.
pleasure. You as well.
Stay safe and don't beat up any old fucking ladies for a goddamn K's lounge. Just let it go, man. Let it go.
I'm gonna give it to God.
Give it to God, exactly, man. Just
All right.
have a
John,
great day. Tell
you
your
as
family
well.
I said hello.
Thank you.
And
You,
that is a great thing, man. I hope you have a great day, brother. See
you
you.
as well. Be well. Bye. All right. Any food for thought? Let's do a recap. Let's do a Air Force None.
We still never got an answer.
No, he did not answer that question.
Does he bill out $1,000 a day?
Never got an answer on that. Never got a solid answer. And I think it's all about the raw numbers. And we're not turning this into business advice or none of that other nonsense. But I think I'm do all right. I could do better, right? Air Force None is another family business, and they do okay. You can always do better.
Could always do
right?
better.
And you can always learn from those who are more successful for you, or those who were successful for you and not as. But John Phillips, I got to give him a lot of credit. At one point in his life, right, he owned multiple investment properties, right? Because he was preparing for those rainy days, and unfortunately, he happened to get I think some kind of brain cancer or some kind of medical condition. I forgot what it was exactly, and it kind of wiped him out. He was underinsured, right? Or the
prepared.
The financial pressures were. He was prepared, but he had to sell everything.
Hey, look, you're still prepared. He's afloat. Didn't
He's
sink.
afloat. He's
Didn't
afloat.
sink.
Correct.
He
And
didn't sink like Connor in the pool right now.
Look, he's sinking. He's taking on water.
What's the matter?
taking on water.
Oh, you wanted to interview somebody that was successful?
No, we're not doing. No,
So he was.
we-
He was prepared.
He was prepared. He had.
Granted, he wasn't prepared with the insurance.
Oh my God!
but-
Is man being on the phone with Hurricane still? Jesus Christ! I was on the fucking phone with this guy.
He wasn't prepared how?
With the eagle. He wasn't prepared how? He was underinsured. So he had, as I was saying, he had a medical condition now, but he couldn't answer the question, as you just said. And it's.
Yeah, listen, maybe he doesn't want to. I mean, he did say he only works 3 hours. Maybe that's what he wants to do.
Yeah.
Maybe he's living comfortable enough for himself.
I think if with a man of his, the nut that he has to make on a monthly basis, his little extra stipend that he gets from Alphabet, aka Google, YouTube, is sufficient. Could it be? Is there enough? Listen. Who knows? I don't know these numbers.
So you gotta have enough.
But let me tell you something. If the views equal the dollar signs, All right, the more views you have, and the more engagement you have, and the more watch time you have, the bigger the dollar sign is that comes in around the 20th, 22nd, 21st of the month, every single month, consistently. Kind of like being a landlord and having, the rent check deposited on the first. It's the same thing. So maybe, he's got 8,000 subscribers, he raves multiple times a day, he eats his food, if he's making, X amount of dollars, per day, per week, per month off of it, great. It supplements his income, but he needs to answer the question. And I gave him a challenge, a Mikey Pipes challenge. If you're a single operator at that age, he's pushing 80, I think. It's actually pushing like 65. He looks much older than when he's
just feeling 80.
He's feeling 80. He looks 80, but he's only like 22. But
the government will do that to you.
well, he was a Navy. He was
Exactly.
he was a seaman.
He
He was a seaman.
went on 18, came out looking 55.
Yeah. And he had cancers, all this like
Yeah,
that.
that'll really do it to you.
So that was the Mikey Pipes challenge. Go out today and net $700. Actually, let's make it
Touch base
500.
tomorrow.
Touch base tomorrow as we're on the beamy part of the the
Right
boat.
before we dip into our scuba diving lessons.
Correct. Thank you so much for watching, folks. Make sure you check out Connor Dyack and Connor's Cars, his YouTube channel. He posts
Mistacanas. That's where you're going to find me the most. Mistacannas. Mistacanas on TikTok. That's really where I post.
monetized?
No, not yet. But you know what? If we get enough viewers and enough, followers on TikTok, then maybe I can afford an RM10. Maybe.
It's Timu. Catch you in the next one. Be well. God bless. Stay safe.